Tonight is the night when dead leaves fly like witches on switches across the sky, when elf and sprite flit through the night on a moony sheen. Tonight is the night when leaves make a sound like a gnome in his home under the ground, when spooks and trolls creep out of holes mossy and green. Tonight is the night when pumpkins stare through sheaves and leaves everywhere, when ghoul and ghost and goblin host dance round their queen. Yes, tonight. It's Halloween. Well, hello.
Boys and girls of every age, wouldn't you like to see something strange? Come with us and you will see. It's a town of Halloween. This is Halloween, this is Halloween. Pumpkins scream in the dead of night. This is Halloween, everybody make a scene. Trick or treat, to the neighbors gonna die of fright. It's our town, everybody scream. In this town of Halloween.
I am the one hiding under your bed. Teeth ground sharp and eyes glowing red.
I am the one hiding under your stairs. Fingers like snakes and spiders in my hair. This is Halloween, this is Halloween. Halloween, 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 Halloween. In this town we call home. Everybody hail to the pumpkin song. In this town, don't we love it now? Everybody's waiting for the next surprise. Run that corner man hiding in the trash can. Something's waiting now to pass.
And how you
This is Halloween, red and black and shiny green.
aren't you scared?
Well, that's just fine. Say it once, say it twice. Take a chance and roll the dice. Ride with the moon in the dead of night. Everybody scream, everybody scream. In our town of Halloween.
Tear my face.
Here in a flash
And gone without a trace. I am the who when you call who's there. I am the wind blowing through your hair. I am the shadow on the moon at night, filling your dreams to the brim of fright. This is Halloween, this is Halloween, 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 Halloween. And the lumplings ever we were. Life's no fun without a food scare. That's our job, but we're not mean in our town of Halloween. In this town, don't we love it now? Everybody's waiting for the next surprise. Skeleton Jack might catch you in the back and scream like a dance. It is Halloween, everybody's free.
Please make way for a very special guy.
Our man Jack is king on the pumpkin patch. Everybody hail to the pumpkin king now. This is Halloween, this is Halloween, 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 Halloween. In this town we call home. Everybody hail to the pumpkin song.
Hello, dears, my dearly arrived and nearly departed. I want to thank those in the mortal realm who have made tonight possible. To begin with, the beautiful haunted manor where I am considering moving for the remainder of the year. It is quite hospitable, don't you see? And Nance, of course, darling, darling Nance. You know, it is so heartening to see all of you gathered to celebrate the best time of the year. I, if you can believe this, at one point I went through a period, one wintry eve, where I wasn't the most enthused about Halloween. But Jack, you might say. How can that be? Well, we all go through our phases, don't we? I mean, Sally at one point started wearing colorful garb and started listening to the Spice Girls and called herself Stephanie. It was a frightful, frightful time, but it's all right. We don't judge. We just move on, right? But in any case, you might remember, perhaps, what it was like. I certainly do. I remember saying foolish things, such as...
There are few who deny at what I do I am the best, for my talents are renowned far and wide. When it comes to surprises in the moonlit night, I excel without ever even trying. With the slightest little effort of my ghost-like charms, I have seen grown men give out a shriek. With a wave of my hand and a well-placed moan, I have swept the very bravest of their feet. Yet year after year, it's the same routine, and I grow so weary of the sound of screams, and I, Jack, the Pumpkin King, have grown so tired of the same old thing. Oh, somewhere deep inside of these bones, an emptiness began to grow. There's something far, far from my home, a longing I have never known. I'm a master of fright and a demon of light, and I'll scare you right out of your pants. To a guy in Kentucky, I'm Mr. Unlucky, and I'm known throughout England and France. And since I am dead, I can take off my head to recite Shakespearean quotations. No animal nor man can scream like I can with the fury of my recitations. But who here would ever understand that the Pumpkin King with the skeleton grin would tire of his crown? If they only understood, he'd give it all up. If only he could. Oh, there's an empty place in my bones that calls out for something unknown. The fame and praise come year after year, does nothing for these empty tears.
Alas, but, thank you, my dear Fay, but, alas, we have all passed a great deal since then. And now, well, I can appreciate this season as it is meant to be appreciated, with pure relish. But you know, Halloween, as we call it, is just one manifestation of this multifaceted seasonal event. It has roots in many different places. Of course, the celebration of Samhain, the beginning of the year, and when the veil between worlds is at its weakest. But also some of your neighbors from the south. They themselves have a celebration that is as old, perhaps even older. I speak, of course, of El Día de los Muertos, but there is a spirit here who wishes to tell you personally about it. And so, take each other's hands and focus and invite the spirit to come into our midst. Oh, Spirit, they are ready for you. Buenas noches a todos. Good night and good evening to all of you. I am Manuel, and I want to tell you about the traditions of my people, which date back to long before the conquistadors arrived to the Americas. You see, my people believe in El Día de los Muertos, just like in Ecuador, they believe in El Día de los Difuntos, but it's a little bit different. Every year, as we have done for hundreds of years, we spread the rust petals of the beautiful marigold all the way from the cemetery into our homes, into our living rooms, and into our dining rooms, so that the dearly and missed departed can find their way back to us. For we miss them greatly, and they were part of our stories. And so we invite them to sit and feast with us, to eat of El Pan de Muerto, and to be part of our story once again. Because we know that to deny death is to deny life. Because the ending of one story is the beginning of another one. And so, as those who have passed their stories on to you, one day you too will pass, but you will be part of another story to be remembered, and so on and so forth as the tree of life gains more and more branches, and more branches fall to give way to new ones. But, you know, there is a spirit that has gained immortality in the popular consciousness of my people. We call her La Llorona, the weeping woman. And you know, there are many different origin stories about La Llorona. Some people believe that she is La Malinche. She was the indigenous woman who betrayed, in the eyes of some, her people by serving as interpreter to the conquistadors. And so she is fated to cry and bewail her betrayal. Others believe that it is the spirit, the vengeful spirit of a mother who drowned her children, and so she is fated to go over the world to kidnap children that she has missed. But we also, and perhaps my favorite origin story, is that she is the avenging spirit of wronged women who have come back to bring justice to those who have none. And I like that story. I like that origin story best because I like the idea of our dearly departed caring about such things as we do and watching after us in a way. And so there is a song dedicated to La Llorona that I quite like. And I would like to sing this song for you tonight. And the song goes something like this. And if you know it, sing along. Ay de mi llorona, llorona, llorona de azul celeste. Ay de mi llorona, llorona, llorona de azul celeste. Y aunque la vida me cueste, llorona, no dejaré de quererte, no dejaré de quererte. Me subí al pino más alto, llorona, a ver si te divisaba. Me subí al pino más alto, llorona, a ver si te divisaba. Como el pino era tierna, llorona, al verme llorar lloraba. Como el pino era tierna, llorona, al verme llorar lloraba. Así, ¿eh?
Así se hace la palma.
Vamos. Come on, clap your hands. La pena y la que no es pena, llorona, todo es pena para mí. La pena y la que no es pena, llorona, todo es pena para mí. Ayer lloraba por verte, llorona, ay, lloro porque te vi. Ayer lloraba por verte, llorona, ay, lloro porque te vi.
Llorona, llorona, llorona de azul celeste.
Ay de mí, llorona, llorona, llorona de azul celeste. Y aunque la vida me cueste, llorona, no dejaré de quererte. Aunque la vida me cueste, llorona, no dejaré de quererte. No dejaré de quererte. No dejaré de quererte. Ay, 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 ay. And so, as you can tell, La Llorona is very, very important. In fact, there are many important female goddesses and spirits in our mythology. And speaking of one, well, she's not exactly of our mythology, but she's part of yours, I believe. She's standing right next to me. But perhaps you cannot see her because, well, she's immaterial, so to speak. She needs to be embodied in the medium that I'm currently occupying. So I want you to hold your hands and start chanting after me to let this spirit through, because she has important things to say to you. So close your eyes and let the manifestation come through. We can hear you, spirit. We can hear you. Please repeat after me. What is your wish? What is your wish? What is your wish? Ah. Oh, yes, this feels so much better than being non-corporeal. Enough of this fireworks. Hello, darlings. You know, I have been waiting for a very long time. I have been dead since 1995, and if you think going out when grunge was in the greatest height of its popularity, well, if you don't think that's suffering, I don't know what it is. I do see that some of you might know of me, but I have come here because I have been greatly maligned throughout my life, especially by that third-rate star-kissed tuna spokeswoman Ariel and her father, King Triton, my no-good brother. You provide of yourself, you give until it hurts, usually hurts others, and you provide what best aid you can give, and then what do they call you? They call you a witch, they call you a manipulator, But you know what I am, my dears? I am a victim. A most sad and disconsolate victim. But what did I do? I granted wishes. I kindled hope and other things. Now, perhaps there are some in this crowd who might want to have some wishes fulfilled. Like, perhaps Nans might want a few wishes granted. I don't charge much for my services, only sometimes an arm and a leg. But what was it that I did? Well, I will not fault you for asking. I will merely judge you. But I guess it has been long enough, and some introductions may be in order. So, let me tell you about myself. Well, I admit that in the past I've been a nasty. They weren't kidding when they called me, well, a witch. But you'll find that nowadays I have mended all my ways, repented, seen the light, and made a switch. True, yes. And I fortunately know a little magic. It's a talent that I always have possessed. And lately, please don't laugh, I use it on behalf of the miserable, lonely, and depressed, pathetic, or unfortunate souls in pain, in need. This one longing to be thinner, that one wants to get the girl. And do I help them? Yes, indeed. Those poor unfortunate souls, so sad, so true. They come flocking to my cauldron crying, "Spells, Ursula, please." And I help them? Yes, I do. Now it's happened once or twice, someone couldn't pay the price, and I'm afraid I had to rake them across the coals. Yes, I've had the odd complaint, but on the whole I've been a saint to those poor unfortunate souls. Now, as for payment, I'm not asking for much, just a token, really, a trifle. What I want from you, my dear, is your voice. Oh, but without your voice, you'll have your looks, your pretty face, and don't underestimate the importance of body language. The men up there don't like a lot of blabber. They think a girl who gossips is a bore. Yes, on land it's much prefer for ladies not to say a word, and after all, dear, what is idle prattle for? Come on, they're not all that impressed with conversation. True gentlemen avoid it when they can, but they dote and swoon and fawn on a lady who's withdrawn. It's she who holds her tongue who gets her man. On you, poor unfortunate soul. Go ahead, make your choice. I'm a very busy woman and I haven't got all day. It won't cost much, just your voice. Your poor unfortunate soul. It's sad, but true. If you want to cross the bridge, my sweet, you've got to pay the toll. Take a gulp and take a breath and go ahead and sign the scroll. Flotsam jetsam, now I've got her, boys. The boss is on a roll. This poor unfortunate soul. Yes. So, who wants to seal the deal, my dears? Anyone here? I can give you a sale, 2 souls for the price of 1. Or perhaps you might want some of my pearls. You know, some people believe that pearls bring misfortune because they were created with the tears of mollusks. If you ask me, that's what makes them delicious. I have given pearls to a lot of very, very notorious and wonderful individuals. You might want to see Maleficent's collection. Those are absolutely to die for. But the ones, perhaps, that I pride myself are the ones I gave to my friend. He said, "Oh, Ursula, perhaps you can help me. I need pearls and the man." And I said, "Oh, darling, who doesn't?" But he said, "No, really, I do need a man because the boy I was dating, well, he's kind of gone to pieces." And I said, "Oh, my dear, well, allow me, my dear, instead of looking for the perfect man, why don't you make yourself one?" And you know, he thought that was the most astonishingly good idea that he went and did it. Now, did it turn out well for him? No. But I am not to be blamed. Once someone has the package, what they do with it is entirely their business. But actually, he is standing right next to me. He would very much love to meet you. In fact, he's dying to meet you. So, let's bring him through the veil, shall we? You know how the seances go. Hold each other's hands and repeat after me. Don't dream it, be it. Come on, I want to see you say it. Don't dream it, be it. Don't dream it, be it. Ah, yes. The ectoplasmic manifestation is taking place. Yes, yes. Ah, my dear, your public is waiting for you. Oh, well, hello there, children. I haven't had a body since, well, that would be telling now, wouldn't it? Who am I? Who am I? Well, I guess it's been a long time since the 70s, hasn't it? I believe some introductions are in order. Yes. How do you do, my dears? How do you do? Allow me. How do you do, I? So you've met my faithful handyman. He's just a little brought down because when you knocked, he thought you were the candy man. Don't get strung out by the way I look. Don't judge a book by its cover. I'm not much of a man by the night of day, but by night I'm one hell of a lover. I'm just a sweet transvestite from pansexual Transylvania. Let me show you around, neighbor. Play your sound. You look like you're both pretty groovy. Or if you want something visual that's not too abysmal, we can take it an old Steve Reeves movie.
I'm glad we caught you at home.
Ah.
Could we use your phone?
Oh.
We're both in a bit of a hurry.
Right.
Ah.
We'll just say where we are, then go back to the car. We don't want to be any worry.
Well, you got caught with a flat. Well, how about that? Well, babies, don't you panic. By the light of a night, it'll seem alright. I'll get you a satanic mechanic. I'm just a sweet transvestite from pansexual Transylvania. Why don't you stay for the night?
Night.
Or maybe a bite?
Night.
I could show you my favorite obsession. I've been making a man with blonde hair and a tan. That is good for relieving my tension. I'm just a sweet transvestite from pansexual Transylvania. Hey, I'm just a sweet transvestite from pansexual Transylvania. So, come up to the lab and see what's on the slab. I see you shiver with anticipation. But maybe the rain isn't really to blame. So I'll remove the cause, but not the symptom. So, what do you think? Not bad for 15, my dears. I am Dr. Frankenfurter, and let's say that I enjoy many things, and many men, and oh dear, do I enjoy them. But you know what I like doing on a lazy Friday afternoon? Well, when I'm not building a man, I like to build anticipation. In fact, allow me to tell you a little bit of the ways of my people. We like doing many different things, like orgies and macrame and piercing the existential veil between time and space. And we call it the time warp. It's astounding. Time is fleeting. Madness takes its toll. But listen closely.
Not for very much longer.
I've got to keep control. I remember during the time warp, drinking those moments when the blackness would hit me.
And the boy would be calling.
Let's do it.
Let's do the time warp again.
Let's do the time warp again. It's just a jump to the left.
And then a step to the right.
When with your hands on your hip.
The running leaves on time. Running the world in
And then it goes insane. Let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again.
It's so dreamy.
Yes, it is.
Oh, fantasy free me.
Of course.
So you can't see me? No, not at all. In another dimension, with voyeuristic intention,
Well secluded.
I see all.
With a bit of a mind flip.
You're into a time slip.
And nothing can ever be the same.
You're spaced out on sensation.
Like you're on the sensation. Let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again.
Well, I was walking
On the street, just having a thing from us. heck of a guy, give me an evil ring. But it took me up, it took me by surprise. We had a pickup truck and the devil's eye. He scared of me and I felt the change. Time that nothing ever would again. Next to the time once again. Next to the time once again. It's just a jump to the left. Put your hands on your hip. Next to the time once again. Next to the time once again. I think that's enough of folk dancing for one evening, don't you think? As I told you before, I have been making a man. But before then, I dated another one. And I'm afraid it didn't work out very well. He had ideas, and when someone has ideas, well, that just breeds problems, doesn't it? He was such a nice guy. He liked his teddy. But unfortunately, eventually, I had to tell him I had no use for his brains. Well, that's not quite true. I do enjoy culinary adventures, after all. I never meant to cause you any sorrow. I never meant to cause you any pain. I only wanted one time to see you lurching. I only wanted to see you walking with your purple brain. Purple brain, purple brain. Purple brains, purple brains. Purple brains, oh purple brains. I only want to be chewing on your purple brain. I never wanted to be a weekend leftover. I only wanted you to be some kind of snack. Hey, baby, I could never meal you from another. It's such a shame, oh Eddie, that our friendship had to end. Such a shame. Purple brain, purple brains. Purple brain, purple brain. Tasty. Purple brain, purple brain. I only wanted to chew you underneath the purple rain. You say you want a bleeder, but you can't seem to make up your mind. And I think I think you better close it and let me guide you to the purple brains, to the purple brains, purple brain, purple brains, purple brain, purple brains. If you know what I'm singing about here, come on, raise your zombie hand. I only want to see you. I want to see you. Purple brains, purple brains. Ah, yes. Igor, why don't you take Eddie out here and show him to the kitchen? Magenta will prepare the hors d'oeuvres. Riff-Raff, my handyman, will set the places. Dinner is served. Yes, Eddie was such a snack. Absolutely scrumptious, oh yes. However, as things go in this sort of thing, such feast could not be sustained. Well, you know how it all ended for me, right? It was one of those science fiction movies. Let me tell you, Michael Rainey was ill the day the earth stood still, but he told us where we stand. And Flash Gordon was there in silver underwear, not gold. Claude Rains was the invisible man. Then something went wrong for Fay Ray and King Kong. They got caught in a celluloid jammer. Then at a deadly pace, it came from outer space. And this is how the message read. Science fiction, double feature. Dr. Frank will build a gorgeous creature. See androids fighting Brad and damn it, Janet. And Francis stars in Forbidden Planet. At the late night double feature picture show. You know, I knew Leo G. Carroll was over a barrel when Tarantula took to the hills. And I really got hot when I saw Janet Scott fight a Triffid that spits poison and kills. Then Andrews had prunes, gave him the runes, and passing them used lots of skills. And when worlds collide, said George Pal to his bride, I'm gonna give you some terrible thrills, like a science fiction double feature. Dr. Frank will lose his creature. See androids fighting. Brad and Janet and Francis does it. Forbidden Planet. At the late night double feature picture show, I wanna go. To the late night double feature picture show by RKO. To the late night double feature picture show in the background. At the late night double feature picture show. Why, thank you, Frank, for that marvelous introduction. Hello, my dears. I am finally here. Wait, what's that? Who am I? Oh, dearie, dearie me. Can it truly be that Winifred no longer has a fan club? It has been 300 years, right down to the day, of course. So, it's only to be expected. But that doesn't mean I'm no less disappointed. Let us part this veil, my dears, and let's get reacquainted, shall we? Who am I? Well, you'll find out soon enough, but as for you, you're all goners. I put a spell on you, and now you're mine. You can stop the things I do. I ain't lying. It's been 300 years, right down to the date. Now the witch is back, and there's hell to pay. I put a spell on you, and now you're mine. Hello, haunted house. My name is Winifred. What's yours? I put a spell on you, and now you're gone. My whammy fell on you, and it was wrong. Your witches' lives have all been cursed, 'cause of all the witches working. I'm the worst. I put a spell on you, and now you're mine.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Sheila.
Hi, kid cow, if you don't believe, you better get superstitious. Ask my sisters.
She's vicious.
I put a spell on you, a wicked spell on you. I put a spell on you, sisters. I say into pie, up and maybe up and die.
I say into pie, up
Yes.
and maybe up and die.
In Kamakoreyama.
Kama Koriyama.
Hey, hi, say, bye bye, Oh, yes, my dears. I am Winifred from Salem, and it's been way too long since I have seen your smiling faces. But I do mean it. You are, I am afraid, goners. Because you see, I need a virgin. I know, who doesn't? But I actually need one, because if I don't find a virgin to sacrifice, I'm afraid I will go back to being dead, and let me tell you, being dead is not a picnic. Sure, of course, you do have the advantages of being temporarily unmoored, and you can go any time in the future that you want, but the future, no. So, I want the virgins to step forward now. What? Nobody? You know, I do know this is Second Life, but this is absolutely patently ridiculous. There must be a virgin among you somewhere. Kind? Anyone? You are hiding from me. I know you are hiding from me. Never mind. If anything is said about Winifred, sin is that I always find my man. I have ways, you know. One way or another, I will suss you out. One way or another, I'm gonna find ya. I'm gonna get you. One way or another, I'm gonna win ya. I'm gonna get you. One way or another, I'm gonna see ya. I'm gonna meet ya one day. Maybe real soon, I'm gonna meet ya. I'll meet ya. And when the sun has gone down, we'll fly our broomsticks downtown to spy who's around. Sisters! One way or another, we're gonna find ya. We're gonna get ya. One way or another, we're gonna grab ya.
I love you.
I'll grab ya. One way or another, we're gonna snatch ya. Catch ya, dispatch ya. One day, maybe next week, we're gonna grip ya. And then I'll trip ya. I'll rip ya.
Lead us, Salem. Lead us to the mayor.
And like a hawk in the night, we'll scoop you up for a flight, and we'll take a bite. 1, 2, 3, 4, I say it's a pie of a maybe up and die. In Kanakoriyama. Hey, hi, come on baby, up and die. We're gonna chew ya, and even make you through ya. We're acting through ya, and about to do ya. We're gonna slay ya, and probably fillet ya. It might have hit you, but we'll get you one way or another. We're gonna find ya. We're gonna get you one way or another. We're gonna get ya. I'm gonna stick ya. I'll kick ya. One way or another. We're gonna reach ya. Yeah, we're gonna cheat ya, beat ya, then defeat ya one day. Maybe right now, no more debating. It's a girl baby sentence when you say one way or another. Now we shall begin. Get over here right now and... Oh, I sense a presence. I haven't felt in a long time. Oh, no. No, not you. No, not you. Stay on! Well, she was noisy, wasn't she? I do apologize for that, but she had to be taken care of. Wait, what's that, darling? Who am I? Oh, dears. I am shocked. I'm the one who's been behind this all along. The lack of recognition in your eyes means that there are some people who have not done their homework, and I am very displeased. Who has it been all this time? I'll give you one clue, my dears. Hello!
Who's been messing up everything?
It's been Agatha all along!
Who's been pulling every evil string?
It's been Agatha all along!
She's sitting
I am
super fitting
that too.
that you haven't even noticed how the pity is.
The pity is,
It's too late to fix anything.
well, that everything has gone wrong. And I killed Sparky too. Yes, it is I, that magnificent mistress of the Witch's Road, Agatha. Now, unlike Ursula, I have to tell you that I actually have been greatly maligned. And I have to tell you, I don't understand why. My mother and I, well, that was very unfortunate. I did what I did because I was protecting someone very dear to me. My mother should have known. After all, we are very much alike. I guess that perhaps that's why we ended the way we did. My mother. I will always be her savage daughter. So I've always been true to myself, even if that put me in conflict with others. You know. I am my mother's savage daughter, the one who runs barefoot, cursing sharp stones. I am my mother's savage daughter. I will not cut my hair. I will not lower my voice. My mother's child is a savage. She looks for her omens in the colors of stones, in the faces of cats, in the fall of feathers, in the dancing of fire, and the curve of old bones. I am my mother's savage daughter, the one who runs barefoot, cursing sharp stones. I am my mother's savage daughter. I will not cut my hair. I will not lower my voice. My mother's child dances in darkness and sings heathen songs by the light of the moon, and watches the stars and renames the planets, and dreams she can reach them with a song and a broom. I am my mother's savage daughter, the one who runs barefoot, cursing sharp stones. I am my mother's savage daughter. I will not cut my hair. I will not lower my voice. Now we are all brought out of darkness and water, brought into this world through blood and through pain, and deep in our bones the old songs are wakening, so sing them with voices of thunder and rain. We are our mother's savage daughters, the ones who run barefoot, cursing sharp stones. We are our mother's savage daughters, who will not cut our hair. We will not lower our voice. I am my mother's savage daughter, the one who runs barefoot, cursing sharp stones. I am my mother's savage daughter. I will not cut my hair. I will not lower my voice. I am my mother's savage daughter, the one who runs barefoot, cursing sharp stones. I am my mother's savage And so, my dears, I will command you and commend you to do as I have done. Or perhaps not exactly. My road is not for everyone. But I do entreat you, join the spirit of the season and be your unique selves, and let all that is weird and strange and unusual come out from within. It is enormously rewarding, and you never know whom you might meet who shares that. In fact, my very dear friend will say good night for you tonight. He's a very dear friend, and his wife and I went into school together. We took witchcraft and sorcery together. She majored in omens and sorcery, and I majored in being an obstruction. But he wishes to tell you a little bit about how he thinks we should all carry ourselves forward. So, Gomez, they're ready for you, my dear. Ah, yes. Hello, everyone. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Gomez Adams, and tonight I want to tell you how my family and I celebrate this season, and to invite you to perhaps be one of us in our own unique way. After all, we are all Adamses. The intoxicating smell of the graveyard. Once a year, when the last leaf of autumn falls, we gather to honor the great cycle of life and death. Come, every member of our clan, living, dead, and undecided, and let us celebrate what it is to be an Adams. When you're an Adams, you need to have a little moonlight. When you're an Adams, you need to feel a little chill. You have to see the world in shades of gray. You have to put some poison in your day.
That's the way
When you're an Adams, you need to have a sense of humor. When you're an Adams,
you need to have a taste for death.
right, Trish? Who cares about the world outside and what it wants from you? When you're an Adams, you do what Adams always do. When you're an Adams, you gotta have a lot of passion. When you're an Adams,
you need to really love your wife.
several times a day.
You're happy when your toes are in the mud.
You smile a bit the moment you smell blood. Oh, when you're an Adams,
you need to grab a bow and arrow.
anger management.
When you're an Adams, you need a moment to explode.
He's expressing himself.
Just pour a potion
Flip the switch.
And wait till things get hot. When you're an Adams, you have to really stir the pot. So keep your sunshine and keep your glee. Country music in Tennessee.
Keep your laughter and MTV,
And all will be alright. Give us shadows and give us gloom. Broken glass in a motel room. Something fun we can all exhume and give it all tonight. And on this special night beneath our family tree, we summon our beloved ancestors. Once torn asunder, down 6 feet under, we get together here. Fled from whatever,
From whatever
called now to reappear. Every cadaver start the palaver once in an Adam's year. Hold your decaying gear, what we're saying, try now to give a cheer. Line dance! It's all in the hips. Bunny hop! rigor mortis.
When you're an Adams,
That's right, when you're an Adams.
special duty
Date night out with the Adams.
When you're an Adams,
with one bite,
you're obligated to the clan.
it's family first and family last and family by and by. When you're an Adams, the standard answers don't apply. When you're an Adams, you do what Adams do or And with that, I want to thank everyone for coming tonight to the Haunted Mansion. I am Merryjest Starchild, and if this is the first time to one of my shows,